Alright, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to week 1 of the NFL season. And we're going to go on ahead and I'm going to do this every single week. Give you guys my picks, my thoughts and opinions, and we'll see how horrible I do at the end of the week when it goes on ahead with me choosing the games and whatnot. So, obviously, first game is today. We should all be super excited for opening season starting at 8:30 Eastern. Panthers at the Broncos. Now, Super Bowl rematch. Broncos have one of the best defenses in the world, Craig. They have Von Miller, who is fresh off of a Super Bowl MVP. Now, the Broncos don't have Peyton Manning, but it's not like they're losing to Peyton Manning of 4 or 5 years ago. He had a terrible season last year, riddled with injuries, didn't really do all that well. He had the throwing power of a 4-year-old toddler. So, I mean, again, it's not like they're losing out on that much. The Panthers, on the other hand, very good defense. You know, Cam Newton, I like Cam. But against that defense, though, it's going to be tough. But I'm going to go on ahead. I'm going to roll with the Panthers. And I'm going to say a score of about 20-17. Bam! I'm already starting off 1-0. Go on ahead and feel free to leave in the comment section your picks or what you agree, what you disagree with, and whatnot. So I have the Panthers winning today by a sum of 3 points. The Broncos have a tremendous defense, but I just feel like their QB play is gonna cause them to lose the game. Now, although Peyton didn't do fantastically great in the Super Bowl, it's still Peyton Manning. The man managed the game, and he did what he had to do when he needed to. So next up, we have the Buccaneers at the Falcons. I mean, do I really need to dig into this one? I mean, okay, let me not say like it's easy. The Buccaneers are definitely a team on the rise. You know, they're not the same Bucs they were, you know, years ago when they were, you know, straight garbage. You know, they're definitely getting better. Jameis Winston is actually pretty good. He's actually, you know, pretty decent. Definitely better than anybody we have in San Francisco. I love the Falcons, though. I love what they have on offense. Defense, not so much. But, you know, Julio Jones, Freeman, Ryan, definitely love those boys. And I'm gonna go on ahead and go with the Falcons. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and say scores every game, but I'm going to go with the Falcons on that one. Next, the Vikings at the Titans. The Vikings are going with newly acquired Sam Bradford, and not really sure how comfortable he's going to go on ahead and be with the offense at that point. I mean, he got traded, maybe a week ago? So it's not like he had a long time to be familiar with the playbook, but, you know, all in all, I'm sure he's going to have a nice little shortened down version of just what he needs to know for game day. You know, here you go. Here's like 20 plays. All you need to know. Learn the rest later. Love what they have in AP. Obviously, I love Adrian Peterson. He's my second favorite football player in the NFL, behind J.J. Watt. Definitely like what they have. You know, last year both offenses were pretty bad. Last year, both defenses were pretty good. Pretty good. Their offenses were terrible, though. Passing, both of them, not the best. Rushing, though, big difference with Minnesota compared to Tennessee. But Tennessee they do have Murray, and they do have the rookie. I can't think of his name right now. But they definitely picked up 2 good running backs. But, you know, when you take a look at offenses, I'm going to go with the Vikings. I think AP is going to have a very good game. I think he's going to be able to manage the game pretty much just for himself. As long as Sam Bradford don't do anything stupid, I think the Vikings are going to be okay. Browns at the Eagles. I mean, both, again, 2 terrible defenses. But we're going to go on ahead and go with, I like the Eagles here. I like what they have on offense. Definitely like even though it's a rookie, we got Wentz starting. It is a rookie, but I feel like he's coming into a good situation, a very good game against Cleveland. who really aren't top 25 in anything. Like nothing. Passing, receiving, anything. You got RG3 there with virtually no weapons. Not much of a running attack, even though the Eagles have terrible defense, but I think their offense is going to do better than what the Cleveland Browns can do. And the last three games that they faced each other, the Eagles won. So I think we're going to make that 4 in a row. The Bengals at the Jets. So here you have yourself what I would like to think very good receivers: AJ Green, Decker, Brandon Marshall. Two good offenses. Not top tier offense, but like slightly outside of like top 10 offenses. Even though the Jets were number 10th in offense last year, number 10th, but like not like the top tier, but good offenses. Very good. Both of them very good defenses. Now it all just comes down to who I think is going to have the better offensive game. It definitely could be a defensive battle. The Jets have a tremendous defense, very good defensive pass rush. The Bengals got themselves a good defense as well, number 11th in the league last year. Tough one, but I'm gonna roll with the Jets on this one. I'm gonna roll with the Jets. I think they just have a few more weapons on offense. And even though their quarterback situation isn't the best, still feel like their defensive pass rush, I think they're going to be able to get to the quarterback a little bit more than the Bengals can get to the Jets. So we're going to roll with the Jets. And I think I'm going to be unfair. I don't think I'm going to get a single pick wrong this week. So here we go. Next team, we have the Raiders at New Orleans. I'm not even going to, just New Orleans. I'm not even going to talk about it. Give me New Orleans. Next, we have the Chiefs at the Chargers. The Chiefs, I believe, are not expected to have Jamal Charles, which can definitely be a big blow since he's a very big part of their offense. Defensively, though, we know what Kansas City have with Holly and Johnson, and they got some monsters out there, linebackers running that 3-4. Definitely know they have the better defense. San Diego has the better offense, and you got to factor in that they don't have Jamal Charles. Kansas City was ranked 6th last year in rushing. Chargers were 31st. Tough game, but I'm going to go with the Chargers on this one. If Kansas City as of now, I believe they don't have Jamal Charles. If they do have Jamal Charles starting, I would go with the Chiefs. But if Jamal Charles is not starting, I'm going to go with San Diego. So as of now, I guess I have to lock it in now as I'm doing the video. We're going to go San Diego. Next up, we have the Bills at the Ravens, and I love what the Bills have with with Sammy Watkins, Taylor, and Shady McCoy. Definitely love that trio some. Their defense is pretty good. Their rushing offense was number 1 in the league last year. The Ravens, good defense, pretty decent offense. I'm gonna go with the Bills on this one though. I just like what they have on offense. I think Shady has himself a decent game. Nothing phenomenal. I'm not talking about like 125 and 2 touchdowns, but I think he's capable of 60, 70 yards rushing, another 25, 30 receiving, with 1 touchdown either being receiving or rushing. I think he gets over 100 yards combined. I think he scores a touchdown. I think Tyrod Taylor does pretty good. He has himself about 2 throwing touchdowns. I think Sammy Watkins catches one of them. So that's where I'm going. I'm going Bills over the Ravens. Texans at the Bears. I love the Texans. Newly acquired Osweiler. We all know Texans haven't had a quarterback since forever. Great defense. Going up against a quarterback that rarely stays on his feet. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to go with the Texans. I think they dominate this game defensively. I think Jay Cutler throws 2 interceptions or more due to pressure, due to Watt and Clowney just obliterating that offensive line. I don't see how Jay Cutler survives this game. I don't see how. I think the Texans win that game. The Packers at the Jaguars. Now, the Packers have a very big key part of their offense coming back in Jordy Nelson. I'm going to go on ahead and go with the Packers over the Jaguars. I think the Packers have one of the best offenses in the league. You get back a great weapon for Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully, I haven't seen Eddie Lacy this offseason, preseason, but hopefully he doesn't come in 3 nuggets shy of a sumo wrestler and he's in better shape than he was last year. But I got the Packers. Next up, Seahawks versus Minnesota. And I'm wrong. Actually, I was thinking about my controller because the screen was going black there. Not Minnesota, I'm sorry. We have the Seahawks going up against Miami. And to me, this is easy. Seahawks were top 5 in both offense and defense last year, where Miami were almost bottom 5 in both. Rushing, the Seahawks were top 5. Now, they don't have beast mode anymore, but I think that opens up the passing game a little bit more for them. I think Jimmy Graham definitely gets more involved this year from last year, since they don't have Marshawn Lynch anymore. And I think the Seahawks win this game easily. Giants at the Cowboys. Now, the Giants were ranked dead last in defense last year. Top 10 in offense, top 10 in passing, top 20 rushing. And the Cowboys got 2 rookies, in Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott. But I'm actually going to go the Giants. I'm going to go the Giants here. I think it's going to be a lot of pressure on Prescott starting opening day, starting week 1. I think it's going to take him a little bit to get in the rhythm of things. I think he can be a good quarterback in the NFL. I think he will be. But week 1, I got to take my chances on the veteran over the rookie. We're going to go Elijah Manning here over the rookie. I definitely think that Giants with their new pass rush out there with Vernon, JPP, and his oven mitt, they got good defensive line, good D tackles. And I think that, at the end of the day, it's a rookie in his first game. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the veteran, Elijah Manning, and say that they pull that game out. Colts versus the Lions. The Lions don't have Megatron anymore as he's retired. So that right there takes away the biggest offensive receiving weapon in the NFL. Both of the teams were bottom 5 in rushing last year. When it came to offense, Colts were bottom 5. The Lions were 20th. I'm going to go on ahead and go with the Colts here. Andrew Luck had a terrible year last year. I mean, terrible. I definitely think he turns it around. Andrew Luck is capable of possibly being the number 1 best quarterback in the NFL. He has the potential. He just needs to not play like how he did last year. I think he definitely gets together and gets back into being a top-tier quarterback. And he'll start week 1 overcoming the Lions. The Cardinals at the Patriots. This is tough because the Cardinals were an amazing team last year. Number 1 ranked in offense, number 1 in defense, number 2 in passing, top 10 in rushing, where the Patriots were top 10 in offense, defense, and passing, 30th in rushing. But they don't have Tom Brady. And for that reason being, even though I love Garoppolo, I love the GOAT. That's the GOAT. But I'm going to go with Arizona for week 1. Just think that Garoppolo is, again, Tom Brady's been starting there since 74, even though he's been questionable since 67. And, just think opening week, we're going to go with Arizona. We're going to go with Arizona this one. Then we have 2 Monday night. We have a doubleheader. We have Pittsburgh versus the Redskins. And I'm not even just Pittsburgh. We're not even going to talk too much about that. And then we have the 49ers going up against the LA Rams. And I'm a 49er fan. I love my team. But we were second to last in offense. We were third to last on defense. Third to last on passing. And 21st in rushing. Where the Rams were just as bad. They were dead last in offense. They were 23rd on defense. Dead last in passing. But 7th in rushing. Todd Gurley's an absolute monster. And I can't just sit here and go with my heart because I'm a 49ers player. But I'm going to go with the 49ers. The 49ers are going 16-0. Those are my predictions for the week, man. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts and predictions. Go on ahead and let me know. Leave them in the comment section below. It's your boy GS, man. And we'll find out how terrible I did with my picks next week when we do our next week's picks. And we go on ahead and recap how terrible we did. It's your boy GS. See you guys next video.